You know what I recently thought about? Actually, I haven't really thought about anything recently because why think if you just cannot think? Like, thinking is kind of a little bit overrated, right? Like, we always think, oh, you should think before you do what you do. Because if you think before you do something bad, then, I mean, in the end, the bad thing would happen anyways. Like, sometimes you think about something and it turns out bad, and sometimes you don't think about it and it also turns bad, but that time you actually used your brain, which then implies that you did the totally right choice. And if you did the totally right choice or wrong choice and you thought about it, it makes your self-confidence even worse. But now if you make a decision where you didn't really think about, doesn't it kind of imply that you won? Like, you tried your best to make a good decision, but somehow it still worked out badly, which kind of implies that even if you think, it doesn't matter. So if you just start never thinking, it would show that you're better off not thinking, because if you don't think and it doesn't work out, didn't work out. If you think and it doesn't work out, it's like, wow, I really tried my best to think about this, but it didn't work out. Well, it's really laggy for some reason. Like, normally an emulator should get rid of that issue, but my Project 64 recently is just not working well, I think. Like today, or well, like 2 minutes ago, I tried starting it. You know, just starting Mario 64 like any normal human would. I started it up, and my controller suddenly did not work anymore. I was like, why is my controller not working? I haven't changed anything since the last time I used my controller, which is like the night before that, you know, where I talked about ghosts. So I talked about the ghosts, right? And talking about ghosts made me think, didn't really make me think. Like, I was kind of thinking, like, what should I talk about today? The thing is, in speedruns, this always looks so easy, but I swear this is suddenly way. Also, I'm pretty sure I do this without being a speedrunner. Like, for some reason, the frame rate is like extremely shit. Like, maybe this is how it was back in the day. Like, I can't remember the last time I played this game in actual hardware. Like, that has been since I was like 7, basically. Haven't done that anymore. Like, maybe it plays like this. Like, maybe we have to obviously get the start to make the submarine despawn to maybe make it a little bit better, but holy shit. Thing is, before we fight Bowser, I'm just gonna go get me some more from Dire Dogs. Oh, that spawned the level. Well, never mind, I take it back. Whoa, this starts, Jesus Christ. Thing is, it still feels laggy. Like, why? The thing is, I don't know why my game suddenly is laggy. Like, maybe, I mean, there's a Windows update queued up, and sometimes I have this feeling that Windows really tries its best to run as slowly as possible. Holy shit. When you have an upgrade queued up. Like, this update came out like a few days ago, and the thing is, obviously, Windows wants me to update, right? So I think they make the update in such a way that I should heal myself up. Like, I have not collected the 8 coins in this level in a very long time. I mean, I can just get me a coin, but... So I've been thinking... Don't execute me. I've been thinking that Microsoft basically makes... Friggity frick. That Microsoft basically says, hey, you know, you're not upgrading. Why not? You will have to upgrade because we make your PC run super duper bad. Maybe that will also be controller issue. I wanted to be like, maybe I should restart my PC and then it would actually work. Also, this red coin is kind of dirty, isn't it? Same with the one here. Frick, I missed it. Like, these red coins in this border level are kind of a little bit dirty, but you know who doesn't like it dirty. Like, the thing is, I was also wondering when I was fixing my controller, what would be a good topic for today, because, you know, talking on topic about Mario is a little bit like, like, there's like better things to talk about than Mario, like bing bing wahoo. Like, I can't just say, oh, the level design here symbolizes the birth of a woman's womb. It signalizes Mario wanted to go back into his mother's womb, because we all kind of desire such a feeling. If you read Oedipus was like, hey, you know, I mean, his mom gave him away, right? Like, the story was like he kind of he was like given away by his real mom, then he got adopted, and that made him develop a fetish for his own mom, because she was, I guess, evil then, or maybe she just didn't like him. I don't even know, I never read it, but you know, sometimes when you're an older person, you kind of read about this kind of things, or about these things, and you learn about philosophy from just hearing about it. It's like Freud, you know, he can supposedly tell you how your dreams were supposed to be interpreted. I can never say the English version of that word, like interpreted. Like it sounds like it sounds like I'm saying it so wrong that it's almost funny. Maybe that's like the point. Maybe I'm pretending to say it wrongly to be a little bit more not really relevant. The thing is, you know, I wanted to talk about maybe something like I already did this in Crash Bandicoot, I think, kind of where I talk about being lactose intolerant. Being lactose intolerant. Yeah, it is. Being lactose intolerant is like one of the worst things that could happen to some people. To me, it was just another Saturday. Because I never was the biggest fan of chocolate, I never was the biggest fan of cheese, and now with those two things gone, I can totally live. Like sometimes I still order pizza and whatever, but obviously you have people that would cry if they suddenly can't have their normal cheese anymore. Like, I've known people that love cheese a lot. Let's take this. And you know, they would be so sad if they can never have cheese. Like, I mean, obviously you don't die. Like, you can have cheese again. Like, I make it sound way more, desperate than most people would be. But, you know, I'm just thinking, hey, the red coin, should I go down here? Perfect. If I don't die now. Like, I could have fucked this up. Like, I could have... Oh, wait, it doesn't even go all the way down there. Wait, or does it? Okay, it actually does. So, but, you know, I had kind of like a disability when I was younger. I had a speech defect. And it kind of made me very insecure about it. I'm still kind of insecure about it. I think most people are kind of insecure about their own voices. Like, I always just kind of think that most people don't like their voices. Why? Like, maybe you can relate if you ever started doing Let's Plays. Like, if you ever started doing Let's Plays... Oh, shit. Jesus, I'm afraid. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, I really want to heal. You have to listen to yourself. Why? Like, you have to open up the recording and maybe change something, or just, you know, listen to what you're saying. So you're listening to your own recording for the first time ever. And that is maybe the point. In school, they don't teach you that your voice is different when you talk on a microphone, or when you would hear yourself anyways, right? Like, your voice is different than the voice you actually hear in your real voice. Like, your voice is different from the one that other people hear. I should not record these parts at like freaking 3 AM almost, because it, I mean, I'm playing pretty fairly well today, but yeah, talking about, I mean, I suck at talking, let's be honest here. And the thing is, when I obviously I had a speech defect where I talk very unclearly when I talk fast, and I talk very fast sometimes, and you can probably tell that still sometimes, but I got fairly decent at talking nowadays. Like, you may wonder, like, wow, you actually sound kind of fine to me, but you know, that wasn't always the case. Wait, am I... Wait, how the fuck do I... beat Bowser? I have never seen him... Like, the thing is, I think my copy of Mario 64 is a little bit... Okay, I know the button now to punch. My copy of Mario 64 is, like, actually different than the copy that other people use. I have never seen such a eel. I have never seen a Bowser that's so hard-neckig, like, stubborn to get me onto him. Like, I swear, every time I play a randomized version of this game, this is a cakewalk. I suck so hard. I kind of like how you can... Bowser gives you the time to just manipulate the camera as well as you want it to be. That was the worst forever. Like, I don't know, something about this... Like, the thing is, I always was on an older version of Project 64, but the thing is, Zelda randomizers kind of require the newest version to now work on Project 64, because before that, I always used BizHawk. And BizHawk makes the games look really ugly and Terry-like, and it makes it look very old school. Like, it's like very pixelated, but with Project 64 you can go sicko mode. Like with Project 64, you can kind of like put it on super high definition, like better than the remaster on the Switch. I am playing so badly. I'm going back to recording my parts. Like the first part, I mean, actually the first part was also done pretty early in the day. Yeah, and because of the speech defect and hearing my own voice, like I was like, who would ever listen to this shit? So one of the reasons why I kind of stopped making videos back in the day was like I wasn't happy about my voice. And you know, when you're not happy about your voice, you kind of think like, if I'm not happy with it, what about other people? Like I kind of have to live with my own voice. Like there's like no one that can tell me, hey, you know what? Like I have to live with my own voice. Like I can't just say I mean, I could do voice training, but that I have a lot of respect for people that can actually do that, because it's a lot of freaking effort. I've tried doing it not because I hated my own normal voice. I did it because I wanted to troll people on Counter-Strike online. Like I wanted to get a more feminine voice. What just happened? I wanted to have a more feminine voice to mount on microphone and stuff like that, to troll guys who are like, wow, this guy has a pretty nice moaning voice. You know, don't question me, please. So I was doing that. I was wondering, how does this work? So I looked like up videos and tutorials, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ, I'm not even gonna bother. Like I tried a little bit, but overall I was like, yeah, I respect the people who do this, and obviously voice actors and all that stuff who can do this really nicely. I don't know what's going on with me. If you, I have my Mario 64 VODs somewhere. I should get them out and upload them to show you that I do not suck at this game normally this hard. I should show people that I am pretty decent. Like the thing is, if I do, finally, if I do shit folks like this on Bowser 2, how shit am I gonna be on Bowser 3? Kick. I don't die. I told you, my copy of... Oh. Okay, I guess we have to go... Wait, never mind. I wanted to say, like, look, my copy of Mario 64 is fucked up. But we just have to move away from Bowser first, I guess. That's also something new. I didn't know that. Maybe you learned something new from that too now. But anyways, you know, when I... You know, my parents had to put me into therapy about my speech issues when I was like 5, 6. Obviously, I had to go to a special kindergarten for people with disabilities. I even had to go my first elementary school year onto one of those schools. And the thing is, I wasn't really disabled in a way the others were. Like, I couldn't talk well, but I was able to think well. I was like literally best kid in the class. Like, I'm not even trying to brag about it. Like, other people had, like, you know, issues. Like, some people didn't see well, some people couldn't write well, some were just stupid, I guess. Like, that sounds weird to say, that sounds wrong to say. No, I'm dying. But, you know, in the end, it was one of the best things that could have ever happened to me, because in the end, it made me meet a person, because the coincidence is like really high. Because that friend lived around 5 minutes away per foot, but the thing is, we always had to take the school bus, because it was a special school. Like, not every part of town has a special school that is close to them, right? So we had to drive into the middle of the city that we lived in with the school bus every morning, and we had to take, I mean, it was a special bus station, kinda. It wasn't like the normal bus station, it was close to... This cone is stronger than in the normal game, I swear. I'm stupid, like, the chest in the middle is the one we need, right? Huh? Okay, it's the last one. It's 100% the last one. Okay, then which one did I miss? Then the one here, right? Like, there must be one here. Oh, yeah. Hello, how strong is the current? I don't remember this current being this strong. Because I made a friend there that lived like 5 minutes away per foot. And it was like one of the best things ever, because that was the friend that also had the Nintendo 64 that I played all of these games on. And he introduced me to his cousin, that is still a friend that I have nowadays. And it was like, yeah, you know, a fairly fun time. And after like 1 year on that school, the teachers were like, yeah, this kiddo is like way too smart. Why is this kid even on a school for disabled people? And obviously I kind of learned to talk better. But, you know, then we had an accident, an incident at school, or I had it. And the incident, touch it please. And the incident was basically me saying the word sex instead of six. So, you know, in English class, obviously you have to say hello. You have to say hello to the teacher, but you also have to say like number 6. But I said sex. And there was another one that happened, and the thing is, the kids laughed in the class. Like, the thing is, I wasn't bullied or anything like that. No, 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 no. Mario. I wasn't bullied or anything like that, but you know, when kids laugh, you get it the wrong way. Like, they laugh because I said, haha, funny sex. Because at that age you go like, hee sex boobs, hee. So, I accidentally said sex instead of 6. And everyone laughed. And I was like, yeah, if everyone laughs at me, then I don't even want to ever point my fingers up anymore. Like, after that day, I became more shy when talking in front of the class. And, you know, that's a little bit sad, because obviously it's kind of important to get good grades while talking. Like, I think, you know, teachers kind of give those people better grades, because obviously teachers always have to do the thing where they write down who talks a lot, who doesn't talk a lot, and the way, if you talk a lot, you can kind of get better grades. Like, you can fuck up the test, but if you talk well, shit like that, it gives you better grades. But anyways, you know, to a person like me that's shy already, like I was always a shy kid, but then also bad at talking, it was like the death sentence. Thing is, this is mean. I don't remember this being so mean. Maybe in randomizers? I think it's because the boxes are differently. No, no, this is... I need to hit it from the side. The thing is, I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn. I don't want to give up. I want to keep on doing this my way. Frank Sinatra style. I don't want to give up doing it my style. Like, the thing is, if this is gonna be the end of the part, then so be it. In the meantime, I kind of thought about doing the Manta way once, but I think I have to hit it gently, but it's pulling me in. And I have to quickly go to the side to unquick myself. Like, I don't know why my Mario 64 is so hard, much harder than the actual game. I'm pretty sure I maybe accidentally downloaded the Kaiser one. Yes, there's Kaiser Mario 64, which I never played. I've seen a little video there, where you, at the start of the castle, there's like this bomb thing, I think, if I remember right. But overall, I never tried it. There's also one for Galaxy. I mean, every Mario game has a normal Kaiser one, but obviously all the other hacks are more Kaiser. So, the other time was a little bit even more embarrassing, because that was already high school. You know, I went to a gymnasium. You know, that's the highest form of school that isn't a private school in Germany. You know, I can smash my button. I can smash my buttons really well. If there's one thing I'm good at, is blindness button smashing. Okay, perfect. So, sports class. And we are playing badminton. And the teacher does... The teacher showed off how to do a serve. How to do a serve. When you do a serve, the ball has to make a hissing sound. And hissing in Germany means zischen. I still struggle to say this word if I'm reading it out loud fast. You know, it's quite easy to say if I'm putting my attention into it. You know, if I'm thinking about it like zischen. It's because it's a Z and an SCH. I can talk while I'm doing Fruity Wings. You know, because it's like a Z sound with an S sound. You know, it's like one of those words that really... How are these not counting? Thing is, I think I have to reset them. Or does it not matter which one I go first? I think after some time it resets. Oh wait, maybe this is the easiest route to get it. Maybe there's like a set path. That was not 5 yet. Wait, this is bad. Are you supposed to get the star like this? This current can suck it. So I was just kind of thinking about, you know, I was thinking about it, yo, the ball has to make that sound, blah, blah, blah. And then the teacher picked me. Obviously, the kid who doesn't show his finger up into the air. So I'm sitting there and thinking, you know what, I just have to repeat what the teacher said, right? Pretty easy. So I said the word, no, the ball has to make a hissing sound. But obviously, I had to say it in German. And I told the teacher, the ball has to make a schissen sound. Like I said, schissen. And schissen is kind of like a word that can also mean that you took a poop in past present or like in the past. I took a poopy. Basically, I said that the ball has to take a poopy when you serve the ball, and everyone starts to laugh because obviously it's a funny thing to say, but obviously that's not what I meant. And even the teacher was like, haha, does the ball really have to poop? I'm like, yeah, fuck off everyone. Obviously I didn't say that, but I was not feeling good about that. And you know, in a way, you know, again, nobody meant it in a harmful way. Nobody was like, oh, you are some, I mean, I almost was close to saying the R word to call myself one, because in a way, I you know, people say if you're something, you're allowed to say the slow words, right? So I should be kind of able to use the word, but obviously, you know, nowadays it's, oh well, you shouldn't kind of use that word anymore. But if I would desire to use it, I guess I could use it. Not like I will do it. The thing is, I was always bad at this red coin. Or more like, I never really even tried to get this red coin. Like, this was one of those red coins where I didn't really bother. Like, anytime I would have had to do this. Wait, I'm not even supposed to grab that one. Every time I was supposed to kind of do this, I was just, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna get my stars somewhere else. But obviously, you know, maybe if I'm really gonna try to go for 120 stars, this is needed. I need to do this. Yeah, I'm so bad, I'm so bad, I'm so bad. The thing is, I'm really just bad. Like, the thing is, other people would blame the game or whatever. They would say, oh, the camera, it aged so badly. But, you know, even back in the day, the camera was already pretty damn bad. But, you know, I'm not that man. I'm not that kind of person. If I need to blame someone, I'm gonna blame myself. Because no one else has the right to blame me. Or no one else has to blame... You know what I'm trying to say. But anyways, you know, I said that and then everyone laughed, and, you know, I was like, just very sad in a way. Maybe sad is again the wrong word. Like, I was just thinking, yeah, I wish I could talk like a normal person. And then I started doing Let's Plays eventually when I also switched schools, but there, my speech at that time was pretty normal. Like, I was able to talk normally. Like, at that time, I never really said anything embarrassing anymore. Didn't really make any typos in my speech. And then I decided to make Let's Plays. And then I heard myself when I heard my recording. I was like, wait, I sound like that to other people? Because the voice inside of my head that I hear myself is like way better. Like, it's deeper, and it, like, my voice just feels weird sometimes. Like, I don't even know how I would describe my voice. Like, my voice feels weird to me. Like, mine is like neither manly nor very feminine. It's like in the middle somewhere. It's weird. Like, I don't know how I would describe my voice. I just knew that I did hate it. Like, if I would have the voice that I have inside of my head right now, that I hear myself, I would be like, yeah, that's a pretty damn good voice. That I would even listen to myself. But every time I have to, like, record a video and, like, edit it, I always wonder, like, how does anyone even watch this? Like, how could anyone actually sit there and actually watch my normal videos? Like, my normal videos are like 10 to 20 minutes long, sometimes less, sometimes more. But how would anyone ever stand to watch my streams? Or even, these kind of videos, these Let's Plays. And the thing is, you know, when I did Let's Plays back in the day, I wasn't very big. Like, there were some Let's Plays because I was like the only one who did like some of this retro stuff, like Lego Island. Like, obviously there were English speaking people doing that, but I was like the only German dude who did like some of these classic childhood games, like Lego Island 1, Lego Island 2. I did like a good mix between RPG Maker games that were obscure, Mario 64, Aoni, Misao, LB, so a bunch of everything kinda. Terranigma, and some of these got fairly good views. Also good like ratio, if you can call it that. Like, you know, I mean, I'm successful for me was 200 views on my Lego Island video, the first part, and then the second part still kind of maintained it. So it was like, that was for me a success. 200 views on one video in 2011 around that time, that was amazing. Well, obviously there were like big hitters already in the business, but I was like, yeah, but you know, sometimes even there was no one ever inserting my voice under those videos. There was no one saying, wow, your voice sounds like a voice I would never listen to in my life. Fuck you, idiot. Why did you make me listen to you for 5 seconds even? There was no comments like that, you know? Like, you would kind of think, why did you stop then? But sometimes the voices inside of your head win. Sometimes those voices make you think, is the pattern just fucked up? Like, how am I supposed to grab that? Like, I just have to wait for the good pattern. Oh, yeah, there, it's coming. Oh, I did it. And, you know, I was just not, you know, I was just, yeah, my voice, it doesn't suit it. Let's give up this dream of becoming a Let's Player. And then, you know, it took years before I even uploaded anything anymore. You know, from like 2012 to 2014, I uploaded many videos. There was some other stuff that happened in my life where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna not do stuff like that anymore. And then like 2018 I started streaming again, because the thing is, I'm a very shy person. I'm a person that doesn't go out often and don't talk much. In 2018, when I started streaming, I couldn't stream for longer than 45 minutes because my throat was so dire, in need of anything. Even when I tried to drink something to make it feel better, after 45 minutes of talking, it couldn't go on. Like, my voice was like so it was so unsure of talking that it didn't go on. Like, I couldn't talk for more. So my first few streams were like an hour, 90 minutes, but while I was dying with my voice. Till, you know, I kept up the stamina, right? Like, I used streaming as a way to get back to talking more, so my voice isn't so fricked. And especially it helped with that, and it also helped with my pronunciation and everything, because I kind of try to really put more into it. Like, you still can't always understand me probably, right? Like, sometimes you will probably think, what did you just say? Because maybe I was not saying it correctly, I didn't totally perfectly pronounce it, all that kind of stuff. But in the end, I think I did a big leap from those days. And obviously, English is not my mother tongue, so I think that also helps. The thing is, I'm gonna do Big Bully. That's gonna be the last day for today. We didn't got far, like 6 stars. Like, I choked so hard. But that's like kind of my life story, that I'm just too afraid to change up my ways. And sometimes you need to have this leap. Otherwise, you will stand in your corner forever and never really go out of your comfort zone. Like, I'm not saying that you need to do it, but sometimes, you know, if you want to do something, especially something like online stuff, and you're like unsure, just fuck it. Like, create the content you want and keep on living. Like, if there's people writing stupid comments, you can block them. You can reporting, I don't know. I mean, maybe. I never blocked a YouTube comment because I really don't get any bad ones. Like, it surprises me. Like, sometimes I wonder how that never happened. Like, not like I'm kind of trying to summon it, but, you know, like, I'm very shy when it comes to stuff like that. Like, sometimes I'm just thinking, please don't comment. Like, even if I say a positive comment, sometimes I wonder, like, I don't want positive comments either, even though, you know, why would you say no to a positive comment? But I'm like, then it would mean that I have to read someone's comment, and oops. You know, what if that comment, like, if you get like the notification and you comment, it makes me think like, but what if that comment is bad? I don't want to read it. And then, you know, you kind of wonder, what's wrong with this dude? Like, I'm even shy online. I could tell you a Final Fantasy XIV story, but I'm gonna maybe do that next time. That would be a good topic, MMOs, even though I don't have too much to talk about. But I will remember to tell you the story about Final Fantasy XIV in the next episode. So if you want to hear that, you have to watch the next episode, right? Merry Christmas.